Again, Andy with Handy Andy On Demand. Handy Andy Handyman. Welcome back to another project run through. And it's funny how small the world is. So this poor customer called us out for a bid. We've had a little bit of this. One of our locations is in Cobb County, and we've got a fellow that last year was calling himself Handy Andy Handyman as well. And they got a letter from our attorney and they stopped it. And now they've renamed themselves Handy Andy's Handyman, and they're just confusing people, so we're gonna have to go back at it again. But honestly, we're so busy, there's so much work out here. I hate that customers get confused in our market, and there is something we can do about it with this guy. It's just, we just don't have the time, to be honest. And I'm a lawyer on top of it, so I mean, I get it. But we turn away business, we can't keep up. So be patient with us. There's only one Handy Andy, and when you see these videos and you hear this voice, you know it's me. The other guy has nothing in common with me. They started out doing small repairs, and that's probably where they should stay, but it is what it is. So we're on the right side of this house, and as you look down this line, somebody a number of years ago installed a white wood 2x4 drip ledge all the way down through here, and it really should have been set in further, so it should have been a 2x8 that's set underneath this freeze board right here, the next piece of what you would think is siding, but it's freeze board right here. So we'll replace this whole section all the way across. It's about 20 feet. And then into this corner where the garbage cans are, you can see if you look down at the bottom, that's actually termite damage that's gone on for a while. And a lot of these little damage, you see that black line at the side of the siding where it hits the corner board. If you just walk around your house and look for that stuff and catch it early, it'll save you a lot of money. This siding, incidentally, and these customers are so smart, this siding is masonite siding, which is essentially cardboard. And you see what great condition it is. Mostly the damage you're gonna see is at the bottom around the house, and that's because the painters got lazy and didn't really get down there and caulk and paint it well. And they also didn't caulk these nail heads a lot. But because they hand painted this for the last 20 years, the siding is held up. They don't need all new siding. But most contractors will come out here and tell them they need all new siding, and they don't. When you look on this corner board right here, this is old termite damage. And the termite inspection people just haven't caught it. When you come around to the bay window, she's done a few spot places, replacements here and there. At the front bay window, these bottom 3 rows right here need to be replaced. The boys will investigate this window sill. That's what that fixed window sits on. You can see the paint is blistering. It feels like it's starting to rot. I didn't want to peel away at it. Some of the window panes, these are single pane windows that have been glazed. So the glazing is what holds the window in place. You can see where it's falling apart in here in different spots around the window. So we can spot glaze it and then scrape and just repaint this bay. They don't need to repaint the house. The rest of the house is in great shape. When you look up here, it's gonna be hard to see it in the video. Right where these 2 gutter sections fit, there's an end cap and a fascia and soffit piece between them. And again, I'm sorry with this thing right in here, this area here. We're gonna have to repair that. There's a bunch of rot. I'll try to get it from the other side. But it's a beautiful house. We do a ton of work in this area. I coach just down the street from here, actually. And she's got a little bit on this side of the bay. If it were me, I'd go ahead and just replace these pieces. Even though this top piece is hardy plank, so is this one. This bottom one is not. These are the old, see the wider bead in them? This is the old masonite siding. And then across the front up here, everything else is pretty good. If we can get down along this line over here, we'll show you the chimney quick. Just bear with me as I stroll through the woods. And we get around the corner, you're gonna see the chimney here. There's a few things on this chimney. The homeowner's gonna argue that, well, it's been this way forever, but see these pieces of siding on the flare right here? Now it's starting to rot this inside piece. This should have been decked, and it should have had roofing. You can see how the water's running down in it. The camera's not catching it really well, but if you look closely, you're gonna see a gap right in here. So this siding's all rotted, all the way up through it. Most of it's rotted. So all this right side of the chimney needs to go ahead and be replaced. They had somebody come out and they replaced this lower section with hardy plank. It appears to be hardy plank looking at it. Doesn't mean that it is. Nichihana makes a similar product, but it looks to be in good shape. And then there's a lot of idiocy that goes on in this business where people just don't use their common sense. And so you got a contractor came out here, and you can see where they replaced 1, 2, 3, and then they left the next one, and if you go over this corner, it's rotted right here. And then a lot of the rest of this is hardy plank, about 1/3 of the way up the chimney. And if you can see on the right side, up here, let's see if I get up in there. Camera's gonna have a hard time getting it right there. That right side corner board is all woodpeckered in. It's got all borer bees damage and probably carpenter ants in it. So we'll replace that upper board. Again, it's all just little maintenance stuff. Most of their house is in great shape. I go to a house like this, of this vintage, and we find, you know, tons of rotted siding. Here, because they didn't get the bottom edges very well, you got the bottom 3 rows right here to the right of the rear door. You can see it in this corner right here. See how it's chopped up right here? And then around the corner where the cables come through. If you put your hand on that, your hand will go right through it. They thought that that mice are getting inside the house. These areas just need to be caulked around the French doors at the back. And then again, the bottom 3 rows in this section right here, all the way across, up through here. If you see mouse poo, or you know what appears to be rodent poo droppings in this area, see all this right here? They're just sitting here eating, and then they're thinking, well, this seems soft, seems like a good place. So they're chewing through here, but they haven't gotten in so far. And underneath this siding, the siding is cardboard, and underneath it is some sheathing, so they're not going to get in through here. All the way across here needs to be replaced. Same thing here, bottom 3 in the center area between it. You can see again where they're chewing through here. They get a nice chunk of concrete in their teeth, and that'll be the end of it for them. When we get back here, she's got gutter screens. It's gonna be hard to see it. She's got, well, you can see it right here. So these are gutter filters, gutter helmets. And what they don't tell you with this particular cover, you've got to clean this edge right here. And if you don't, you can't sit on the ground. You actually have to get on ladders and hand clean it. See all the mold and algae build up here? Pressure washing it from a ladder is not going to take it off. You need to hand clean it. And periodically, probably every 10 years, you need to remove these covers and clean down your gutters. The other challenge she has with gutters, and we can't address it now, we need to come out in heavy rain, but she's got all these downspouts are connected to corrugated drain pipes underground, and they'll always clog. They just will. On the right side of this storage door right here, you can see a whole bunch of rotted siding. There's 4 rows right in here that we need to go ahead and fix. She's got in this corner above the bay. Camera's gonna have a hard time picking it up in this light, but right in that corner, the inside corner is screwed together. It's got screws in the bottom of the gutter, and it's rotted the soffit and the fascia board in that area where it joins in. That's a harder repair to make, but we can go ahead and do it for them. On the back deck, we'll show you up here real quick. So some of there's a little bit of rot in this siding directly underneath the deck. And even though she has a dry below system down there to catch a lot of this water that comes off the deck up here, the water that sheets down against the siding, you can see where it's rotted the siding in the corner right here by this door. It's rotted the siding over here. And that's just water flowing down the side of the house. When it gets to the deck, a deck of this age, there's flashing in there, but it's rusted at this point. Water's leaching in, and it flows all the way down the wall until it hits the lower level and rots that siding out. So we would install a flashing plate that would bridge this gap right here. See the gap between the deck and the house right here? So if you've seen our other videos, we'll actually cut it across, all the way across into this corner, and it'll have a taper and a bevel to it. Once it cures, they can stain it to match the deck, and you'll never notice a difference. But that's what you really need to do. That's the permanent solution, and it totally obviates the need for any flashing. What's challenging in this business is so many guys get out here, and last week they were waiting tables, this week they're a roofer, or they're a siding guy, or whatever they're doing. We do it all. We do everything except swimming pools and air conditioning. We have for years. She really needs to go ahead and replace this dryer vent. We can probably replace the cap on it if you can see it. See, it's broken out right there. Always is a great house. It's in good shape. She's got a few little miscellaneous things for us to do. But we've been doing this stuff for over 25 years in Atlanta now. It's really hard to believe. You know, we get copycats here and there. Most of them go out of business, so I don't really have to bother with them too much. This particular fellow is just getting annoying. You can catch us at 770-912-2829. You can catch me personally at 770-265-9017. I'm Andy. See you at the next house. Bye for now.